Hey guys, Wasteland Phoenix here. So this is a bit of a different video from what I have done previously and what I have coming out. So I've been a part of the FNAF fandom since the original game blew up in 2014 thanks to Markiplier, and I was 12 years old. So I've watched pretty much every game theory on the FNAF franchise. I've watched theories from other big theorists like Toast, FNAF, Not Real Name, etc., etc. So I thought I'd throw my own theory out there and see what people think. So one of the mysteries of the FNAF timeline is why exactly is the crying child afraid of the animatronics? A lot of people, well, not a lot, but some people think it's because he witnessed Baby killing Elizabeth, but I don't think that because it doesn't make much sense for Baby to exist at that point. So I believe it's something that's been looking us in the eyes for quite a long time and everybody just pushed to the side. It does come from the FNAF trilogy, so not fully canon, but it could answer this question. So we know that William Afton got spring locked previously and managed to survive. So what if in the games this also happened, where he got spring locked and managed to survive? We can also see within the visual novel that he didn't take any damage to his head, meaning that he probably didn't have the Spring Bonnie head on yet, which probably would have killed him, and probably is what killed him when he turned into Springtrap. So what if Crying Child was in the back rooms with William while he was getting prepared to go out and perform for the children in the Spring Bonnie, and witnessed his father get spring locked. Now, we know that the back room is kind of dark, and William's son is really young, and he didn't have the head on yet, like I said. So, to his son, it looks like the animatronic is eating him because he's being torn apart by the animatronic. So that's where I'm going with his son. The reason why he's afraid of the animatronics and he sees a stomach mouth on Nightmare Fredbear is because he witnessed this spring lock incident with his father, and because of no head, it just appeared that the stomach was eating him. So the crying child thought that Spring Bonnie's stomach was literally eating his father right in front of him. And then this leads into a few other theories I'm going to throw out in this video as well. So I believe that is why the crying child is afraid of the animatronics, and why he sees a mouth on Nightmare Fredbear's stomach. Not because of Baby, but because he saw Spring Bonnie's stomach eating his father, because he didn't know what was going on. It was dark, his father was clearly in pain, and probably bleeding a lot. Now this leads into my second theory of William Afton's motivation. So I believe William Afton wasn't initially a bad person. Not abusive, not like neglective towards his children, etc., etc. But because he got spring locked, he would have obviously taken a lot of damage to his body. And we see the scars all over his body in the book. And obviously he would have had a lot of blood lost due to that as well. So I believe because of that, he suffered something like cerebral hypoxia, where because he was losing so much blood from the spring locks digging into him, he didn't get enough oxygen to his brain, and he got brain damage. Another thing is brain damage can change a person's personality and basically make them a new person depending on how severe it is. Now, it doesn't happen all the time, obviously. So, it could have easily made William more irritable, more erratic. He wasn't the same William Afton anymore. He was a completely new person. Now, he still was smart and cared for his business and cared for his kids to a point, but he was, like I said, he was more irritable and angry and all that. And then the crying child dying to Fredbear was just the straw breaking, and that's why he became a murderer, because not only was his brain damaged and he became more irritable, but he just watched his child die to his creation and to Henry's creation, which is why he went and killed Charlie first, because Henry is the reason his son died in his mind. And this could also explain why William Afton is seen as purple, because due to damaged nerves, damaged veins, damaged everything, like the fact he survived is a miracle, his skin could literally be turning purple, and then the scars themselves could also just be purple. And we've seen it with Michael Afton, because when Innard was inside of him, his skin was rotting, and he turned purple because of the damage from Innard being inside of him and taking who knows what out. So it could be like that, where William would just turn purple because of all the damage taken from the spring locks. So that's just a few mini theories thrown out there, and I'd like you guys to tell me what you think. If you agree with me, if you don't, that's perfectly fine. Obviously, this is a FNAF community. We've been trying to piece this stuff together for 10 years now, and nobody can fully agree on everything, but I think it's a good explanation for those things, because whether the FNAF trilogy, obviously they're not canon to the games, so not everything happened in the games, but I do think that they showed us stuff that could have happened in the games as well as the trilogy. And I believe that this is just one of those instances where it happened in the books and the games. So, just to summarize before I end it off here, William got spring locked. He survived it. His crying child witnessed this, and in his mind, Spring Bonnie's stomach was eating his father alive, because he didn't know the spring locks or anything like that. All he saw was Spring Bonnie's stomach on his father yelling in pain, bleeding, all that. That's why he's afraid of the animatronics. That's why he sees a mouth on Fredbear's stomach. And then that's also a motivation for William Afton, because he just got major brain damage due to lack of oxygen from lack of bloodstream thanks to the damage from the spring locks. And possibly why William Afton is purple, other than just being hidden in the shadows, because that's another reason why we always see him as purple. But it could also be because he is legitimately purple due to the damage from his skin thanks to the spring locks. So that is all I have for you guys. I will let you guys tell me what you think, and I will see you guys later.